Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to this channel. Sometimes, tuseme kama wewe ni mwizi, you normally think that hata huyu jamaa mwenye labda tuko naye pia ni mwizi. So unaanza kusema kama niliacquire tuseme tu hii bracelet nikaibia mtu, then again huyu jamaa pia ako na bracelet. So in your mind you start to think that huenda huyu jamaa pia aliiba. Just listen to this.
Sasa wewe my friend, nimekuuliza maswali kidogo. Wewe umekuwa kiongozi hii Kenya 50 years. Hakuna kitu, no record ya kufanya anything except kuiba shamba ya NYS na kujenga jela kidogo mahali fulani. Sasa surely, alafu unataka unatuongelesha nini? These people, they are useless. Wacha niwaambie, hii ni watu wako chini sana. Wako chini. So don't worry. Wacha kwanza nifanye hii kazi, jenge barabara, pange mambo ya masomo, pange hii, niende huko G7, nipange mambo ya Afrika. Alafu tutakutana next year.
And now, Kalonzo is clear that okay, I acquired the Yatta land, but this Yatta land is not associated with any fraudulent, it's not associated with any corruption issue. I got this land clean. I got this land and I have the documents. Let's now listen the sides of Kalonzo Musyoka.
Mr. William Ruto, the President of the Republic of Kenya, has made a very serious allegation against me. The allegation, according to him, is that I stole public land owned by the National Youth Service at Yatta. The 24th day of May 2019, Pasteur Holdings is listed as one of the petitioners because the land they're talking about, by the way, is right inside a land owned by many other people. So Kenyans must know it has nothing to do with NYS. NYS may be neighbors, but NYS themselves have written to say they have no interest in the matter. There's a specific finding by the High Court judge, which restrained anybody from talking about this type of thing, because she made a finding that Pasteur Holdings bought legally and properly the land that Mr. William Ruto is talking about. And the land had been, first of all, allotted to a widow by the name Janet Chirchir. I think Janet has since moved to the US, that's where she lives. Mm-hmm. And our lawyers were Kipkenda Chebet. I think that law firm must be familiar to Mr. William Ruto, Kipkenda Chebet and Company Advocates. The other piece was sold to Pasteur Holdings by a company called Betraco, which was also owned by Major Lanat. This particular thing is very interesting because this was a properly executed sale agreement, stamp duty paid and everything paid. And it's not the first time we are hearing this, but I think we must bring the matter to closure. And as we do so, I want to challenge Mr. William Ruto to also respond to obvious allegations. Some of them are true because he was convicted of dispossessing the late Mzee Muteshi and actually ordered to pay, I think, a fine of 5 million shillings, right? And for land that he had taken from the late Muteshi. The story about Western Hotel, the tear gassing of school children, the Murumbi land in Kilgoris, 900 or so acres, the Critical's land, Bill Mheshimiwa Critical's land, and people Taveta, whom he has actually dispossessed and continues to dispossess them of the land, and elsewhere, earning himself the title of Mr. Arab Mashamba. I think Mr. Ruto will remember this. But I like this because we should be open. All the scams about maize scandal, and by the way, one time I was dismissed by both Raila and Kibaki from cabinet for corruption. Let this conversation, by the way, continue. Let Kenyans interrogate this allegation, for example, and let Mr. William Ruto also have, even if as president he can't do this, let his office put on record exactly what he owns. When we take over from him next year, God willing, we will be very strict about audit of lifestyle of leaders who get elected into office, and within 5 years, they are stolen from everybody.
It's getting interesting. As I begin the video, when Ruto akiona shamba, it's like ameona kitu ingine, lazima apate hiyo shamba. Where we are witnessing people are even killed. The other day in Barasoi, was it in Emordikir constituency? Yeah, people are killed because of land. And when you try to kuangalia, utapata who is behind that all that you are witnessing in this country. And now, the person is dragging Kalonzo Musyoka. Some may ask, why is he trying as much as he can to drag Kalonzo Musyoka in this? Before I explain to you guys, in case this is your first time coming across us, kindly please take a minute or two, click that subscribe buttons, then allow the notification buttons to be on. Whenever we shall be producing a video like this one, YouTube will automatically be giving you a notification. Truth to be told, among the Kenyan politicians, a politician in any other way whom we may say is somehow pure politician, ni msafi without any corruption allegation, is Kalonzo Musyoka, Steven. And now, Ruto, ameona like, how am I going to dismantle this guy, given that in 2027, I'm going to face him on a ballot. Which allegation am I going to come up with that Kenyans will buy? That Kenyans will be like, oh, kumbe, this is how Kalonzo is. But now, to the shock of many, each and every allegation that the so-called William Ruto is coming up with, Kalonzo Musyoka anatoa the real document, kumaanisha Kalonzo Musyoka anamchapa 10 bila. When you look it critically, alianza 50 years with no track record. 50 years doing nothing. But when you look it very keen, 50 years, yes, we accept, but Kalonzo has never been in that powerful, let me say, position like a president of this Republic of Kenya. We all accept that he was a vice president. But look at which constitution he was during the old constitution, where the vice president attacked with the budget. The vice president was just to help the president. Even after with that mandate to launch and execute some of the projects. But now, Ruto was lucky that he was with Uhuru Kenyatta for good 10 years. Ni kitu gani alifanyia Wakenya for that 10 years? He promises each county to have a big stadium. Was it 47 stadium? Were they constructed? Big challenge there. What they did there, ni kuiba pesa. Even they forced Uhuru to change the note that we have today. And now, he is on Kalonzo Musyoka. What is that? Truly, what is that? I think Kalonzo has now completely succeeded kumweka mahali anafaa. Let him sit there, amwambie, look Mr. President, this is the documentation of that land that you are talking about. Bring your evidence, then we shall know how to go about it. But from where I sit, Ruto will not succeed in the propaganda war come 2027. If the Kenyans has already decided ni wewe uende nyumbani, even though useme huyu jamaa kazi alifanya ni kutengeneza jela kidogo kwake, that will not give Kenyans, or rather that will not make Kenyans to change their minds. Is you to go, is you to go. Full stop. Nothing more, nothing less. If your times arrive, enda nyumbani. You will go home. Now, even you say that Kalonzo alifanya that, Kenyans will not buy that idea. It's better to look on how you are going to do what to deal with this situation. But the propaganda situation, hiyo imeisha, and it is now difficult. You will not use it. The last time, Ruto used this propaganda war to clinch to power. But this time round, the tables are now turning. Which war will he use? Drop your thoughts in the comment section. I'll be doing my best to read it and giving you response. And to that, guys, peace and love.